Let's hop on here real quick. I ain't really got much to say, uh, except that this court case was granted. Mm, my federal or the district court case that I have filed. I think I filed it on like the second. It was approved kind of fast too. That's why I love. That's why I love my judge, Judge Noriko. I explained the situation. Um, Usually I put HJR 192, and that's literally it, and it gets approved. But I went a different route with it. Um, Same concept for the IFP to get it started, for me to be able to, bring forth my claim. And then if my claim isn't strong enough, then it'll just get dismissed. But there's no way my claim won't be strong enough because all the evidence that I got against these officers, the court, and the judge is of themselves. So either video recorded or audio recorded. So when I bring forth my evidence, it'll be their words against their testimony, and I'll have to explain why they said what they said in open court, or motions that was denied, things of that nature. So when I gave them notice that I was filing the district court case, now all of a sudden the judge wants to give me another motion hearing. Another motion hearing. Hold on, what is this? Hello? Give me 1 second. Oh yeah.
The Philadelphia Passport Agency. 900 Market Street, Suite 100. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19107. This agency requires proof of international travel within 2 weeks, or proof of need to obtain a foreign visa within 4 weeks. Your appointment is scheduled for June 17th, 2025 at 10 a.m. When you come to the passport agency, you must bring proof that you are traveling within 14 days in order for your appointment to be honored. To confirm your appointment, press 1. To repeat the appointment date and time, please press 2. You selected to confirm your appointment. Is that correct? Press 1 to verify the confirmation, or your appointment is confirmed. Please arrive prepared with all of the necessary documents, including proof that you are traveling within 14 days. For more information, visit our website at travel.state.gov. Thank you. Goodbye.
So yeah, that was another thing that I was going to bring up later on. But hey, what's going on, Astro? What's up, Otis? What's going on, man? I gotta call you, bro. We gotta talk ASAP, man. Like, the information that I have, I wasn't gonna even bring it to the public. I really want to wait until I have it in my hand. Like, that's my whole purpose. Anything that I show y'all, I always got something behind the scenes, paperwork or something like that. So the U.S. national passport, as you just heard, I got my say less. I'm gonna take your advice all day, Otis. I done been around the block with you. You feel me? So I know. Yeah, when you say something, yeah, you gotta take heed to that all day. So we're gonna skip over that part. But me and you gonna talk later. I got your number. I'm gonna call you, man. Cause oh man. So yeah, this I gave the court of common pleas notice that I was filing the district court case, and for some reason the judge made 716 a motion hearing. But I go to, what's going on, Chad? What's going on, bro? But I got trial on, I think 8/6. August 6th, I got trial, so there's no need for me to. There's really no need for me to have a motion hearing when the trial is on the 6th. So I explained to him I don't need a motion. I never asked for a motion. I just gave y'all notice that I'm suing y'all, like straight up and down. So long story short, tall story to a midget. Uh, I ended up talking to the judge on the phone, and normally that doesn't happen. Um, so when I talked to him, he's like, "Yeah, I see that you filed this lawsuit and you put my name in it." And it's like, "Yes, sir," because you're adjudicating, you're making orders, or uh, you're making judgments without explanation. Motion to dismiss is not an explanation for why you dismissed the motion. You dismissed the motion under what is it, RCP, the rules for civil procedure or criminal procedure, and you know what I mean. Like then you give the specific code, so then that way I can go look that up, rebut what you're saying, appeal it. But if you're just saying motion to dismiss, that's not proper adjudication. You're not even giving me the right to speak in court. Like the day that I went to court, what was it, May 28th, because I was playing their game. I had hired the public defender's office to see if I can get assistance from them, knowing that I wasn't. Just needed to make sure that that office went against how I wanted to proceed with the case. So she basically said, I looked at all the laws. You're not wrong about anything, but my position is this, and I want to go about it this way. All right, cool. You fired. So that was the reason for the actual hearing that day. Then after she left, literally a minute later, he pulled up the motion to dismiss. So I'm like, okay, thinking I'm gonna have a chance to be able to speak. No, I ain't even get a chance to say shit. And I wasn't gonna play that tough guy role. I wasn't gonna go back and forth, none of that. I just recorded the whole thing. Every time I tried to speak, he interrupted me. All right, cool. I know the rules that you have to follow as a judge. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter to me. Go ahead, do what you're gonna do. It's all recorded. Now you have to answer to another judge, a higher judge in another court, for why you acted the way you acted. Because anytime I spoke with Judge Noriko, it's always a good response. It's always something, not necessarily a good response, but she replies the way she's supposed to. For example, I had filed a district court case a couple years ago, um, but the case was still pending, and I wasn't even doing what I'm doing now. But anyway, case was still pending, and she denied it because I didn't even give what is it, relief sought. Like the most simplistic thing that I forgot to give, I didn't give it, and then I just allowed it to lapse and didn't even respond back to it. But she gave me every single thing that I needed in order to be able to respond correctly. I'm not saying that that was her job. I don't know if it was her job. I'm pretty sure she's not going to go above and beyond her job just for me. So I'm not nothing special. So I don't see it as her doing me a favor. That's just what their job is as a administrative judge or federal judge, whatever the case is. So yeah, we're gonna see. What is it? July 16th. I'm gonna go to this hearing. I'm trying to go live while I'm in there. Like I really want to go live while I'm in there. I go to court by myself. Nobody goes with me. I never ask anybody to go with me because I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, I'm always in somebody else's court case. I'm always like, even when like today, 8:30, the courthouse opened. I was there just for no reason. Like went up there, showed face. All the Capitol Police know me. So I walk in, they know I got 2 hip surgeries. I go off every time, and it used to be a different type of atmosphere while I was going through that criminal case, and then when they got dismissed, that whole their like everybody's attitude changed up. Um, yeah, it's just like certain things that I know. Like when I turned myself in on the 4th, they gave me a capias on the 3rd because I didn't show up for court, which is my fault. Not blaming nobody but myself. And the case was being dismissed at that. Couldn't get there in time. It is what it is. I blame me. All right. Fast forward next day or same day, my bro worked up at the courthouse, so I got wind that I had a capias the moment that it happened. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was doing some work, so I get up the next morning and I slide down there 8 o'clock, turn myself in. Uh, after I turned myself in and I saw the video bail judge, the state recommended 2,000 cash for my bail, and I'm like 2,000 cash. This ain't no crime. I didn't commit no crime. So I'm like, I'm explaining myself to the judge or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm not blaming nobody. It was my fault. It is what it is. I'm here today. The next day. So she was like, I was like, I can handle my own affairs, things like that. The initial bail was ROR, so there can't be an extended bail or a higher bail other than ROR, release on old recognizance. So the recommendation is just a recommendation. They want it to be this, but by law it can't be anything other than what it first started off as. So when I got the ticket, and I continued to move towards my destination in Delaware, going to Philly, made it there safe, came back home safe. So I've been doing what I need to do on my own. She was like, yeah, and you turned yourself in the next day, so I'm not gonna even take their recommendation. Just make sure you make it to the next court date. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna definitely make it there. They still need to give me my, information, the discovery. I need all exculpatory evidence. Exculpatory evidence is evidence that shows your innocence, that proves your innocence. So when it comes to federal preemption, Delaware state law has within their code, just like every other state, you have to look it up for yourself, FMCSA regulations or federal regulations, which also has exemptions. So you just have to show your cause, be able to articulate yourself, and you'll be able to move the same way that I do. Like, so remember last time I had my old plates, if y'all don't know, I had the minister plates on my car, but since the cop took my shit, I threw this on there. I just threw that joint on there. Let me see if y'all can see it. Yeah, Traveler. Same concept. It's a private tag. Like you have to make everything that you do, you have to make it specific to yourself. You can't have hold on, y'all, my fault. You can't have state plates on a private vehicle. One thing that I will say is I know the difference between the right way and the wrong way only because I put myself in it. Like, I did everything the right way, paperwork wise. I just didn't do one step that I first did with my brother. So my brother was the first one to actually, that I know of. Like, I know I've seen people, out in the world, but personally, I got him his DOT number first. So he was like the guinea pig. Cadillac CTS, and I think he had a different car prior to that. But anyway, he was the one moving around first. I was always with him though because I was the one knowing how to articulate shit. It got to the point where, so I did everything I was supposed to do on a list that I created myself. Everything that I've done, I've created myself based off of FMCSA regulations, state codes, things of that nature that adhere to the FMCSA regulations. So I'm not utilizing just regular state codes like Title 21 or the motor vehicle code, shit like that. I'm evidencing the parts that's in that title that show exemptions under right to travel. It doesn't say right to travel, but it's private travel. I don't even use the right to travel. I just say private travel because that's what I'm doing. I'm traveling privately. So I know a lot of people say it's semantics, this, that, and the third, but I mean I'm living proof of it. I do it every day. I don't play nobody. Like I'm not trying to play nobody to uh, act as if I'm doing it, but the whole time I got state plates and I'm just riding around. Like if I wanted to, I'll hop in or I'm in the car, but I'll turn this bitch on and start going. But I don't have a destination. I'm not a joyrider. I used to be. I used to joyride all the time, go on valley rides out in the you feel me, out in the valley and just ride around hotboxing and shit with my boys. I'm a grown man now. I got purpose. So when I move with a purpose in every aspect of life. Um, so it's pretty much just being able to articulate yourself. I'm a minister, so I do have a few members of my PMA. I am looking into uh, I'm 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 looking into having other members from other states join as well to make it bigger than what all these fake churches are. Like this church right here, this shit don't do nothing for anybody. I ain't gonna say that. Let me not say that and disrespect the church, but you know they got the daycare and shit like that, but it's not on the level of how I'm thinking. So you know when it comes to like donating. People go to. I used to go to church with my mom back in the day when I was younger, 4 times a month. Every week we at that fucking church for like 3 years straight, and I never was a church person at all. What's going on, bro? I never was a church person at all, so I always ignored that shit. Not saying that I, ignore God or anything like that, but just it just wasn't for me. But I did notice how every member, it was probably shit, I don't know. Let's just say it was a 200 people. It wasn't that much. I don't know. Let's just say it was 100 people. Uh, Everybody giving out money every week. But then, I'm hearing my mom on the phone with her church friends talking about how they struggling, this, that, and the third. Uh, and that's the purpose of the actual church. So I'm not gonna really get into how I move with my shit. That's first and foremost. Nobody will never know how I do what I do, but the benefits that my members get it's just crazy. So it's a lot of things that's being done. I haven't been online in a long time, and even when I do go online, I usually be on StreamYard. So I don't be. I think like I don't think the notifications go out because I got 9 people in here now, and I appreciate y'all for being here, listening, taking y'all time out to just sit here with me. Um, so yeah, I might just have to start hopping on this John, just like this. Can't type in the chat or nothing like that, but I see what y'all saying in the chat, and I appreciate y'all. Um, Go holler at Otis. Go follow Otis. Subscribe to his channel. He be talking about some real life shit. Um, it's a lot of information out here, y'all. Like a lot. And if the people that's giving the information out can't show you paperwork from their own situation, doesn't have to be online. It can be personal. You know what I'm saying? Somebody called me, hey, I'm trying to figure this out or I'm trying to do this. All right, here you go. Here's the information for it. You know what I mean? Oh, here goes the proof that I did it as well. Or here goes the information that I've collected over the last 2 or 3 years on just this one subject, and we just take it like that. You feel what I'm saying? Word. You know what I mean? So it's like when it comes, like y'all just heard it yourself live. Y'all heard I got an appointment on the 17th for the passport. So you're gonna see the difference between what they say when they talk about the numbers, or excuse me, the stars. Oh yeah, AI is definitely your friend. Y'all better believe it. That's a fact. As long as you know how to talk to that man, what? Um, man, we might have to do a little class just on the AI shit, Otis. Like we can go live one day and just you do something on your, you know what I mean, and I'll do something on my end, just to show them how we able to articulate ourselves just to the AI, to have the AI break a lot of shit down for you. Like it, man, yeah, it's deep, and it's something that's free. Chat GPT is free. So it won't necessarily be a class, but it'll be an informational hour. It's a meeting. What is it? It's minutes. Yeah. It's that's the minutes that we're gonna do. So I'm gonna be able to put that into my trust for the minutes, the meeting. Um, uh, Make sure that I make a copy of it, put it in my archives, and have it for my daughter. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just little shit that we do that's gonna help our heirs in the long run. Things that my mom didn't do. At the end of the day, like it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing against her. She just didn't know. You don't know what you know until you know it, and then it's like nunc pro tunc. I need everything back. But yeah, it's a lot going on. What else have I been doing? The life insurance. That's back, backdoor conversation. Not backdoor. Let me rephrase that. That's y'all know what I'm trying to say, man. Let me spark my fucking. That's private conversation talk. I'll say that. Where you from? But I'm from Philadelphia originally. I live in Delaware, so I'm in Delaware right now. Um, but I'm a Pennsylvanian, Delawarean by domicile. But damn, I wanted to. I got a what time is it, man? It's 10 a.m. All right, so I'm gonna definitely hit you today, Otis, because there's some other stuff that it's just crazy, man. I found a unabridged Webster's dictionary too. It's probably like shit like that thick. It has the the regular dictionary words, but then it also has legal dictionary words, banking terms, like contract, like everything. It talks about everything. It has impropria persona in there. Um, what else does it have in there that normal ones don't? Like it got a lot of shit in there, and man, like it amazed me. Like I'm doing some. Cause I just started this business, doing clean outs, demo, shit like that, to help my community so how it helps my community is by taking the people that I know, uh, some people that want to make a change in their life. If you don't want to make a change, I don't even want to talk to you. You feel what I'm saying? We can still rap, but when it comes to this, I don't even get into trying to change the person. Like it's just not gonna happen. So the people that want change, they contact me and say, "Look, bro, I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired of struggling." And that's a scam, likely. And I hit them up and I say, "All right, well, I can give you opportunity to make a few bucks." And they end up coming. I think I got about 4 people right now that we do demo work, shit like that. About to buy a truck, a little pickup truck or an eco line. I'm not sure. I probably do an eco line, because I can create something from the from like the plywood, make like a false wall to be able to take out for all the different shit that we do. Make it a little bit easier, but taking those drug dealers or ex drug dealers and showing them that it's a better way. Young bulls that run around with guns that I know, taking them off the street, putting them in a position where, if the leader of the young bulls is four of them, what I'm saying, I can take them to a job to get that shit knocked out, get all their anger out, bust down the whole house, what I'm saying, and then bag everything up and dump it in the dumpster. Now you too tired to even try to run the streets and do all that shit. Now you just want to work. You see a difference in your body changing. You don't got to go to the gym no more. Just come over here, 600, 700 a week, depending on how many days you work, and you cool. You doing something positive, and that's going to in turn help me. I can take the funds from that, put it into a situation for that to be able to grow, for me to be able to, what I'm saying, take from it and go build a apartment complex real quick, get a grant, of course, get a grant to, get land, all of that stuff. That's in the works right now. I'm talking to a couple people. City council woman in this district, speaking to her about a few things. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that we can do in our community to make funds, to be able to fund your stuff, fund your trust, fund everything that you're trying to do, and then not come out of your pocket. It just take work. Like, you got to do something to get something. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. So if you do nothing, you get nothing. Simple as that. Now, if you got somebody that you can leech off, I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm not no leech. I gotta get it on my own, and I don't see my consort or my kids as leeches. So, as a man, I gotta do what I gotta do for them, but I still gotta put myself first, because if I don't, then there's no way I can do it for them. So at the end of the day, it's just waking up, thinking about what you're gonna do and accomplish that day, because tomorrow's not promised. Make sure that you have your trust in order. If you don't, Otis Who Network or Otis Who One Podcast. You can contact him. He has a trust. I speak on trust. So it's a lot of resources out here, real resources, not someone that's gonna do this, talk a good game for hours and hours, and then produce nothing. Um, I've received things from that specific trust that I was gifted, because I was gifted it. Um, but it does cost money for that trust. That's you know what I'm saying. I gotta put that out there. I was only gifted because I was participating in his live. If you were there, you would have been able to get that opportunity as well. Um, but the trust is amazing. All you have to do is know trust. Like, it's the explanation for it is there. Like, everything. I wish I had my damn bag with me. Damn. Cause I wanted to show y'all that court case that I was talking about that I had literally had to go find. Uh, it wasn't at my crib. It wasn't at my mom's crib. My sister's. Like, I got a lot of shit everywhere. So them archives, I had to go to my brother, my other mom's crib and shit, get it from there, and I gotta post it. So I probably gotta post it in the community tab just so y'all can be able to see it. Um, because I think I showed my name change on the one post from Terrell Dixon to Usir Kush L, but that's irrelevant to this case specifically. Do you got any idea on online slots? I don't gamble. Yeah, no, I like my money. I keep my money in my pocket. If I'm a gamble, I wouldn't even call it gambling because I'm guaranteeing to flip my shit. Like, do I know anything about online slots? Not at all, bro. I just wanted to make sure I read it right. I don't know nothing about slot machines. Uh, what's that shit called? Blackjack and all that. I don't know nothing about none of that, bro. I just know how to keep my money. That's it. I know how to stack it. I know how to save it to invest more in because just having your money sitting is not really saving. Like you got to put that into something to be able to get something out of it. But that's a whole, that's a whole nother situation. Um, what else was I going to say? Damn. Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. I mean, I do know people that gamble. Like, if my man was here, one of my coworkers that I started the business with, because I call myself a worker too as well. Like, I'm a worker under the business. He's the gambler. He be doing all the parlays and uh, the sports bets and all that shit. I don't get into it. And he got luck with it too. I can tell you that for sure. But I don't prescribe to that. But I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or it's a good thing. Um, but if I was to do that, hear me out. If I was to gamble, it would have to be like a pool of people, and it have to be a certain specific amount of money for us to be able to get all the tickets that we need to try to get that shit. Can you refer him to my platform? Yeah, I could do that. I could definitely do that. Just damn, email me famousnobody777 at protonmail.com. Famousnobodies777 at protonmail.com. So that way I'll be able to um, let him know. And the one thing I'm looking into is that day trading. Somebody that I know down in Texas, one of my clients, he does day trading and he's making like 900 a day. Um, that's more. That would be more my speed, if anything. I know you got to put a certain amount in, 250, 500, whatever it is, and you make 400. That's not bad for every single day. I'll take that, you know what I'm saying, because that's extra funds, extra income, and it's always good to have. It's passive, like that's passive money. So I can't pass up on a lot of different opportunities. It's just me having to learn it first. I don't want to get into anything that I don't know what I'm getting myself into, because to see all the shit go up and down and all that, and to know when to click and all, I don't know none of that shit. And I'm not going to allow somebody that does know it to do it for me and say, oh yeah, you made another 900 for the day, but really it's 9,000, and he only giving me 400. You feel what I'm saying? So I just like to have full acknowledgement of what I'm doing. Um, what else was it? What else was it? If anybody got any questions, feel free to ask too. And I'm an open book, man. Damn, I got the iPhone on, so I gotta see if I got it in here because it might be in my Telegram. Man, this phone's slow. Let me see. Saved. So yeah, I got it in this phone, but y'all not gonna be able to see it. You're not gonna be able to see that. It's a glare and shit. But I think it says right there, State versus Terrell Dixon. And if you go down, you'll see counsel. One with a what's that, an asterisk? and then you'll see Usir Kush L, Impropria Persona, Sui Juris, and all that, right? It's my bad if it's glary. I'm gonna post it in the community tabs. But this was July. What the fuck is it at? July 2022. I don't know if you can see that or not. Back it up. July 22, 2022. Which city people play online? I don't know, bro. I don't know shit about slots. Straight up. Um, yeah, so this was back in 2022. Wish I had my fucking bag. But July 23rd or July 24th of 2024 is when I actually got the name changed. So how could I be considered Usir Kush L Impropria Persona Sui Juris if prior to any name change being done, you feel what I'm saying? Like how did I get that to happen? It's because I already changed my name privately. So while people in the public were still calling me by my legal name, the legal name, I had already changed my shit. What's up? You said, what's up? You want smoke? You don't want no smoke with me, cousin. I don't even know who the fuck you are, first and foremost. But anyway, like I was saying, uh, Judge wrote that in LexisNexis. That's where I got that from. And I explained, like, this isn't this what I just showed isn't the reason why the case was dismissed. It was a part of it. The motion that I filed with that. After she sent that to me and then I filed my motion, it was over from there. You are smoking. You say what's up. Oh. You said what's up? You want smoke? I mean, the first thing I think about is somebody trying to come at me. You want smoke? If somebody walked down the block and said what's up? You want smoke? You feel what I'm saying? So it's just about the way that you wrote it, I guess. But yeah, this a Capone. The blunt right here. I'm about to spark that too, but I'm talking so it keep going out and shit. Appreciate y'all being here once again. So yeah, man, I'm just going through the motions with this trial. That's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. If they don't dismiss this shit on the 16th and it's still going to trial, it doesn't matter because that case is no longer in that court. What you really want to smoke? If you asking me, do I want bud or something, like, be specific. But you really want to smoke. I don't want no smoke, cousin. You got it. I'm just trying to get this information out to the people. That's all. I don't, you feel me? I don't do the games and all that. Like, but it's cool. I appreciate you being here. Um, so yeah, whenever y'all go to court, man, never be scared. That's my whole premise. Never be scared. I get that you know your instincts, your natural instincts is going to happen, and your chest might get tight. You might get nervous a little bit. Get that shit about your head and allow yourself to relax, so that way you be able to articulate yourself and not get into going back and forth about semantics, because that's what they want. They want to rile you up, act like you don't know what you're talking about, and then once you act on that and they see that you belligerent and you know you acting crazy as shit, they gonna try to hit you with a contempt of court. Never works for me. They try it, but I still do what I do. I don't even go in there cussing, no nothing. So it's just about the way you go. But hold on. But yeah, so if we uh if we all came together and petition against the government, that's one way for us to get shit done as a whole, as a nation. Um, it's a lot harder when you're doing it by yourself, and I mean everything by yourself, from the paperwork to the footwork to go drop it off, um, the conversations back and forth, the phone calls, the meetings, everything. Like when it's like that, it's a lot more satisfying. When you sit down and you read the paperwork that you're about to file and it doesn't sound right to you, I wouldn't file it. If you have any type of uh, sovereign citizen ideology, and I say sovereign citizen because it's not a real word, but they try to make it normal. They try to normalize this shit. If you have any of that in your paperwork, meaning like the government owes me, or you talk about HJR 192, or um, anything like that. If you don't have foundational proof of what you're saying, it's just speculation, and there's no way to verify speculation. But if you said I operate as non-business private passenger motor carrier, then that's specific. If you say, I'm not for hire, that's specific as well, because that shows and that indicates that you're not in commerce. You're not on the roads doing Amazon Flex, Uber Eats, and shit like that. Uber, Lyft. You're not doing any of those things to further anybody else's corporate enterprise. So therefore, it's just pretty much, and the cases is already there. I will go into the cases later on, because I do have a specific case. Maybe people talk about it, maybe not. A lot of people talk about the older cases, and those cases aren't even relevant. So I don't even know why they still talking about them. Um, you got to know these legal terms, man. Like to know what it is, to know what it means to have the cases shepherdized, to know what it means to, the word want and lack means the same thing. So if you hear the word want, it just means lack if you're in a court of law. To know these things are vital, because a case that's not shepherdized is irrelevant. As long as it's shepherdized, meaning that it still holds value, it's still relevant to today. Then you want to utilize those specific supreme. Hey, how you doing, Jamie?
I'm hanging in there, buddy. He
um,
had me up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 o'clock in the morning, just to go looking for cats again.
oh man,
Hold on.
next door neighbor. So it's just pretty
Everybody
much.
got this bloody dog.
It's just pretty much, being able to hear something and asking the question, hey, what does that mean? Or knowing what it means already and being able to rebut that presumption or assumption like immediately. Um, so, I mean, it's not hard. Like, we did it for 12 years in high school, through high school. Some of us went to college, some of us didn't. Some of us, have diplomas, things like that. Some of us don't. But when it comes to this, none of that matters, because none of that matters. Like, it's like, no, but for real though, like none of it matters, because no matter how smart you are, you still have to relearn or just learn this from the basic standpoint, from the ground up, from preschool to high school again, and then back to college all over again, because the things that we learned in those schools don't apply to anything that we're doing right now. Because if it did, we would know a lot of it. We would know securitization. We would know accounting by math class. We should have had accounting classes and securitization classes in math. But it is what it is. Um, we should have been, in history class, we should have been dissecting our own history instead of somebody else's history. Like, what did you learn about your family when you did your DNA test? You know what I mean? Shit like that. That'll be more. That's more beneficial than knowing that Columbus, Ohio. I'm about to say Columbus, Ohio. Like Christopher Columbus came to America and all this extra other shit. Like, it's irrelevant. Um, so I think that's more like science. It's a lot, man, but it's all worth it at the end of the day. Um, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for nobody else. The cases that I have dismissed are literally dismissed because of me, not because I had a public defender um, plead out for me. Nothing like that. There is no plea deal at all whatsoever. The case was straight out dismissed. Reason code number 82, number 83. Straight up like that. So at the end of the day, it's just knowing how to stand up for yourself, knowing that if you don't, the same shit's just gonna keep happening. So I mean, you can continue to allow somebody to rule over you or judge you, but none of these motherfuckers can judge me. You can't judge me. You're a sinner just like I'm a sinner. So the only person that can judge us is God at the end of the day. When you die, you gotta face whoever you gotta face, your creator, whoever you believe that is. That's gonna be the day that, what I'm saying, is gonna be for you. Um, I mean, other than that, I don't really got much else to say. Um, except for the fact that Famous Nobodies, the brand, we're growing. We'll be having T-shirts made soon. Just trying to figure out a few things, the logo, shit like that. If you want to become a member, Famous Nobody 777 at protonmail.com. Nobodies. That's how you spell Nobodies, just like the name on the live. 302-669-5123. It's my number. If you want to reach out to me that way, send a text with your name, information, so I know who you are, and the purpose of the call. Whether you was trying to get a consultation or whether you were trying to get have parts and be a member of the PMA, whatever it is that you're trying to figure out, what I'm saying, just hit me up and I'll help you get there. At this point, hold on. At this point, we've already, we still kind of in the whole private travel / right to travel situation. So I'll continue to talk about it after the case is done. The district court case is over. I'll bring that information out as well. Um, all my evidence is there. I have everything recorded, authenticated. So there's nothing that they can say to me at this point. Um, if you don't know, I would not, I'm going to repeat it, I would not try using the CPN number or EIN for whatever these people was trying to do. The IRS is on that shit. They coming for a lot of people. I ask questions before I do everything, and about a year or two, that was the first thing that I asked. What's going on with this whole CPN EIN situation? Oh, sir, that is totally all right. Say less, and I just leave it alone. But now people starting to realize it's not working no more. So I wonder what they're going to start talking about next. Um, man, the passport situation is going to be crazy, man. Like, I know whenever I come up on this joint, that shit going to go viral just for the simple fact that I got that shit in my hand and I'm going to be showing y'all. I'm going to show you specifically why no one else that I've seen, I'm going to just say that I've seen, um, has a correct passport. You worry about the wrong things. The stars mean something, but it's not the end all be all. Just because you got 5 stars, but if it still says this and it doesn't say that, it really doesn't matter. It's still the same situation. You're just a 5-star U.S. citizen. Like you don't have no rights or anything when it comes to a non-citizen national. So you just gotta look at that, take that information that you get and apply it to your own situation. Um, I will be doing consultations. I'm gonna start doing consultations again, probably just over the weekend. Um, but I'm gonna see because it'd be a lot of people hitting me up for consultations, and it's only 2 days on the weekend, and it's only 48 hours in those 2 days. So I gotta get at least 8 hours in those 2 days. So I'm gonna break that down to 40 hours. I get 4 hours of sleep each day, and then I'm up at whatever time doing consultations like I used to. So I'm about to get back on that. Um, Helping people with trust, helping people with the DOT. If you don't have it or if you don't have it done the correct way, we're gonna get you straight. We're gonna give you the whole process on how to do it. What else? What else? What else? Anybody got court cases? Just come holler at me. I'll show you the proof before I even start telling you about what I do and how I do it. I'll sit down and I'll show you each case, and then I'll show you the result from each case, how long it took, um, the shit that I put on the file, all of that. So it's going to be a great thing. It's going to be very informative, and yeah, nobody's going to be able to rebut this. That's the one thing you can't rebut: prima facie evidence. Evidence that's in your face that'll never change cannot be rebutted. You can criticize it, but I mean, what's the point of criticizing something that's showing proof of what the person is saying? If I say, yeah, I can get a case dismissed, and I'm doing it, I can get the case dismissed, and I'm showing you the paperwork that I got it dismissed. Who can say that I didn't get it dismissed? Nobody, because the paperwork shows it. Now you got people that'll say, yeah, I beat the case, but in reality, your public defender beat the case, or your paid lawyer beat the case, and all the charges wasn't dropped. Only one of them was dropped, and you pled to the other ones. Like shit like that. If you got 3 charges and all 3 don't get dropped, that means you pled guilty to one of them. So it might be a win in your book, but not in mine, because if you sovereign, you should be doing things on your own. Now, to get assistance of counsel, yeah, you got the right to have assistance of counsel. So there's nothing wrong with that. But if that assistance of counsel is the one putting all the paperwork in and making the motions, and it's really not assistance, it's just counsel, just straight up. I was counsel for my legal name, my legal person. I wasn't considered the legal person. I was counsel for the legal person. I just showed y'all that. So, just little shit like that can be proven and you talk goes a long way. I don't need to have validation by having 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then in real life, I don't have no results. I'd rather have the results in real life and, take my time collecting subscribers on YouTube. The money thing ain't really, I'm not really worried about that. I don't get on live every day, all day. I hop on when I feel an urge to, and that's really pretty much it. But I mean, if you if you if your intentions is to get famous from doing all this, then your intentions won't be pure to the actual cause of what you're doing it for. It'll just be, oh shit, more people hitting me, more people liking my posts, more people liking my lives. It is what it is. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. I don't have a bad a bad outlook on people that don't like the post or don't like the live. They come in, they watch, and then they leave or they troll or I don't care about that because you come in for a reason. My energy brought you here for a reason. So if that's the case, then you know what I'm saying, you was here for a reason. Even if you come and you go, you slid in, you slid out. Pause. Got me fucked up. But yeah, it's just taking your time with this shit and moving methodically. Um, because when you move too fast based off of your financial situation, you end up talking to the wrong people. You end up following the wrong thing, saying the wrong thing to get you put on the frivolous filers list, or you know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, whatever the situation is, it really don't matter if you putting in paperwork and you're not getting results. Like I put in a motion, and that motion, uh, I got a court hearing for that motion. So I clearly did something right in my motion to at least get the hearing. If what I was saying in the motion was frivolous, they wouldn't even worry about it. They just bypass that shit and go straight to trial and just keep it there, not even worry about it. So I really don't worry about if my paperwork is going to get looked at or not, because I know it will be, because the shit that I'm saying in it is not nothing against the government or anything. I agree with them on a lot of shit. Clean your car, homie. It's a work car, bro. Why you really think I give a fuck about this car? It's a work car. It's a '04 Buick. Don't worry about what's over here, cousin. Just worry about your shit. That's all. You feel me? I appreciate the concern, but grown men do grown things, bro. Like niggas just tripping. But I gotta show you the other wheel. I gotta go to the other crib for that, and I don't feel like doing all that. But I'll be over there later, so I'll probably hop on live, to hop in the caddy. Like it's material things, man. Y'all worry about material things so much that it amazes me. Like you probably got a crazy ass shoe game, huh? You probably got like 50 different pair of Jordans or some shit. But if you still living in the hood, what's the point of having all that shit? Like, come on, man. Anyway, I ain't even going. We going to keep moving past that too. Um, niggas is crazy. Clean your car. I came on live. You really think I care about the car if I came on live? If I come up here to go on live and the car still looks like this, it's clearly because I don't care, not because I want to look a certain way. Like this shit don't matter to me at all. It's a work cooler and my work shit back here. What I need to clean out? It's a problem, man. Motherfuckers got money business, man. Mind the business that pays you. You feel me? I don't pay you, bro. If I was paying you, I'd probably pay you to clean my shit. Like, come on, man. I gotta do better in life, for real. I don't need to walk around with designer clothes. Do I got them? Yeah. Do I wear them? No. I work every day. Every day. I'm doing something with my hands every day. I'm typing some shit up. I'm building some shit. And I'm always making money. So, and I got an official bank account. So if I wanted to go buy a new car, that's possible. It's just not what I want. So I appreciate you again, but irrelevant. Um, anyway, I appreciate the like, and thank you for everybody that's coming through, liking this joint. If you want to subscribe. If you into this lifestyle, I got shorts, the videos that I have showing everything. Um, so yeah, I mean it's up to you. Pop up or no, don't matter to me. I done been kicked out of so many fucking groups on Telegram. Uh, with that Creditors Academy, I went in there, started asking questions. They immediately took me out of there once I started asking about proof and showing us the proof. Um, Other big head bull, whose name I won't mention, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He uh he kicked me out when I didn't show him all my court paperwork with my criminal case. He wanted to just see all my shit so he can try to use that to get paid and tell everybody else, oh yeah, I could do this and I could do that. Like, no, you're not getting none of the paperwork that I filed, bro. Like straight up and down. Like I don't give a fuck what you say. Oh, well, I can't debate you because you don't have no proof. All right, it is what it is. If that's not proof to you, then I don't know what reality you live in. So I don't really pay attention to that shit. Um, you got other people that's doing their thing, selling platters, shit like that, and I guess still doing classes. I don't know how, but the people that's there with him, they just looking for a miracle. I guess I don't know. Then you got the new culture. You feel me? Thomas Legacy, new culture. Otis Who Won podcast. Um, you got Fatty, the Untouchables. Like yeah, we all like all the real men are definitely coming together and breaking shit down for people to realize that these other people are just frauds. Like just straight up and down. Like I don't care. Like if I go somewhere, like right now I'm in the car, y'all see the car. I'm not going to have y'all, have my camera off and shit like that. And if I said I got a plate on my car that is not the same that I had prior, because the cop took my shit, I'm gonna get that back, and then y'all gonna see the picture of me or the video of me having my shit back on my car. But in the meantime, in between time, I got a replacement, and I just showed y'all on live. So you feel what I'm saying? That's evidence that I'm actually doing this shit. If I talk about business credit, shit like that, like of course I'm not showing my bank accounts. Like, that's trust law. Like nobody, none of y'all is in my trust, so I would never show my bank accounts. But there's other things that I could show to prove my case, to prove, here, this is what it is, and this is how it was done. So if people not showing that, like you got to think about their integrity at the end of the day. Like integrity isn't just doing things when people aren't looking. It's being honest. It's being concise with your words. It's all of that and above. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about knowing what I'm about to say is wrong or false, but I'm gonna still say it anyway. That's not integrity at all. Knowing that the shit wrong and I'm talking about it and I say, that's the whole like that's just a concept. Now you know that I don't feel as though that's the way to do some shit because the concept is something that many people, have the thought about or it's like a conspiracy of of processes, I would say. Like people think, oh, this is how the process goes, but it's really not until they see somebody that's actually doing it a specific way. They won't know the right way to do it. So it's a lot that comes with all this, man. And if you in it to try to hurry up and try to like, I don't know, get money out of something or from something, you're gonna be in this shit for a long time. But if you're in it to grasp the concepts um, of what's being said, the information that's involved, and the resources to go look all this stuff up yourself, then it becomes a point where it's like, okay, I can sit there and not even think about getting something from it, do the process, and then I actually get something from it and be shocked, like, oh shit, I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like that wasn't on my mind, but I'm glad that it happened. So that's really all it is, man. It's just about how you want to go about shit and how you want your life to be afterwards, like the outcome. So when you figure that out and you figure out specifically how you want to move, not how everybody else is moving, then you'll get there. But if you worry about how everybody else moves, or you're doing processes from YouTube or TikTok or Instagram videos or even Facebook, and you're in the wrong field, you should just stay a U.S. citizen because at one point they'll probably stop people from even trying to do all this shit. Like, well, you can't really stop us, but you get what I'm saying. They'll try to start blocking a lot of this shit and won't give you access to what you try and get. But we'll see, man. The 17th is coming soon. I'll be getting this passport specifically on that day, or the 18th, I think it said. Forget, whatever. I'll figure it out. And I leave on the 21st. So I don't care if it costs 400. It's getting paid because it'll be the same day. Like I said before, you gotta pay for what you want. I can pay the 160 and get it expedited, but it's still gonna take long as shit. I want my shit the same day, literally. If I can't get it the same day, I need it the next day. For real. This passport is gonna be, man, I can't fucking wait. I can't wait to get this shit, man. And I don't even know if I'm gonna even put the information out there for anybody else. For real, for real. To be honest, like, because people don't deserve that shit. Especially if you ain't a subscriber. If you ain't a subscriber, don't even think about me giving any information on anything. For real, for real. I don't even give a fuck. You want the information, you gotta subscribe. That's just, you know, YouTube etiquette. Gotta like the videos, shit like that, so I can start, coming on here more. Um, ain't really worried about the monetization. I just like the interaction between the people, being able to converse between the people, um, bringing other people on the panel, shit like that. So, but I'm about to walk to this store. I could drive. It's only down the block though. So I'm about to walk to the store, grab these blunts, get back to my paperwork. Fuck around, probably get back on here later. I don't know. But if I do, probably hop on StreamYard so I can pull shit up, share the screen, all that. Oh, can I share my screen? Yeah, I ain't even gonna fuck with it right now because I don't.